All right, and then, Council, I'm going to just have you stick around for a moment because on the record, I'm going to call the defendant.
Where Mr. Brownlee stands.
Yes. So I'll have to start screen fee on that. Okay. Yes, I was checking to see if you could transfer me to the room for guest Brownlee, BROWNLEE. Okay, can you tell me if you happen to have ceiling fans in your rooms? Yes. Okay, I didn't think so. Thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye. Okay. And transfer your room. I don't remember, but they assured me that they don't have ceiling fans, so we know that that's not where he was. Okay.
Will you hand me my screen box?
Gentleman at the jail, what is your name, please?
Zach Wallach, ma'am.
Thank you.
Can I start off by saying,
Well, let's go on the record. All right, it looks, we do have Mary Ann Shirley for the state, Defendant Wallach in person and pro se. Mr. Wallach, there was in 2021 a motion filed to revoke your diversion with the state alleging that you'd failed to complete special conditions and that you still owed $1,466 on charges including driving under the influence of alcohol, unlawful possession of marijuana, and paraphernalia. The motion was heard November 8th of 2022. You failed to appear, so the motion was granted by default. You were found, in other words, of breaching the contract, and a trial was set on stipulated facts to be held December 20th, 2022 at 3:30, and then you apparently failed to appear on that date. So do you want to address that trial at this time, or do we need to set this over maybe?
yes, ma'am, can I please just say one thing?
Yes?
I have a job, and if I lose it, my wife and kids are going to be homeless. And I've been doing everything I can. And then the last quote that you gave me, I did call up to my attorney and let him know I did miss it and everything I was supposed to. And I did have a drug and alcohol violation coming up that is set up already. But if I'm in here, I'm going to miss it. And if I'm in here, I'm going to lose my job. And then my family's going to be homeless. So can we please work with us? I have court coming up in Hutchinson in a couple of days that I'm not trying to fail to appeal. Like, I'm trying my best, man, and I'm sorry. I just don't want my family to be homeless because I'm not out to make the money and have a job, because I have a job, but if I'm not out, I'm gonna lose my job, ma'am.
Sir, you have multiple failures to appear.
But
bench warrants issued to have to bring you in here.
yes, ma'am, but that's only because I haven't got the Zoom, and I do always call the attorney, and I try my best, ma'am. Next time I will come up here, I promise you. Can I please get out so I can go to walk and get a wall, so I can go to walk and don't miss my court? I'll do anything. I'm legitly begging you, ma'am, please.
Everything happens to me.
What's going on in Hutchinson? Is that Reno County?
Yes, ma'am. Because when I got picked up this time, I had a new charge. So I'm trying to make sure I don't miss that. And if I don't get out soon, ma'am, I'm going to lose my job in my house. My family's going to be homeless.
Your last attorney was Shannon Cooper. Does that sound right?
No, it was changed to someone else, ma'am. Because I got told that Shannon changed practices.
Right, right.
So I called up to the gentleman attorney that was given to me, and he said that there's nothing I can do. So I continue to walk and make sure my family is taken care of, ma'am. Like I said, I apologize.
I just need to know, Mr. Wallach, are you going to have an attorney on this or not?
If I'm a co-appointed one, hopefully, yes.
All right, I can appoint Richard Paul to replace Shannon Cooper. But the next stage of the proceedings is trial on stipulated facts.
Yes, ma'am.
Under the term of the agreement, it's just what it says. You agree that if you're found in violation, we won't have a live trial. We'll just go to trial on the agreed facts that you have in your contract.
That's fine, ma'am. I will do the jail time if I fail to appeal this time. I'm just
Okay.
begging.
Okay, but do you agree that you signed a contract that said if you violate your diversion, there will be no live trial? I'll just read the facts you agreed to and see if you're guilty.
I don't know what that means, ma'am. Honestly, so no, I do not. I don't want to agree to something I don't know. All I do know, ma'am, is I'm not trying to lose my job, and I'm not trying to have my family homeless, and I'm trying to be with them for the holidays. And I'm trying to go to court the 20th, and so I don't lose that and mess up.
Here's what your contract says. The defendant stipulates and admits the facts alleged, and then it goes into what you allege. Do you remember all of that?
No, ma'am, I don't. I'm not gonna lie to
Okay,
you.
we're gonna assign Richard Paul. Missy, when's the first available trial date you can give for Mr. Wallach?
Well, we could put it on a misdemeanor docket next Tuesday.
Let's do that.
And I promise I'll show up.
Okay, Tuesday at what, 3:30?
Yes.
All right, your trial on stipulated facts is set for 3:30 Tuesday. What day is that? Monday or December what?
19th.
December 19th, 3:30. And that'll be by Zoom. Talk to Mr. Paul between now and then. Missy, if you get Mr. Paul that order of appointment as soon as possible.
So can I please get a wall or no? Because I don't want to lose my job, ma'am. I'm begging you.
Where do you work? Where do you work?
The same place I told you last time, Pizza Ranch, ma'am. And then
Pizza Ranch?
yes, ma'am. It's out in Hutchinson.
Okay.
Like I'm trying my best, ma'am. I'm begging you.
Well, the problem is you just don't come to court.
No, ma'am. This time I have a ride. Not to cut you off. I have a ride set up that will bring me uphill, so I can show up in person in Greenville County. If you please, I'm begging you, allow a award today, so I don't lose my job.
How much is your bond set in Reno County?
I got award out. The only thing I have is you guys, ma'am.
What's your charge in Reno County?
A possession,
Of what?
marijuana, just a G. So I'm trying to make sure I don't lose that, and I please.
Okay, so you're on diversion for a couple of years now in Greenwood County for possession of a number of drugs I saw there.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying my best. I'm begging you.
Hang on. You signed your contract with County Attorney Jill Gillette. This was filed October 19th of 21, over 2 years ago, and then you disappeared.
I didn't disappear. Ma'am, I'm back.
Sir, please give me just a moment.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, so you were diverted for driving under the influence of alcohol, possession of marijuana, and the paraphernalia, and that dated back to April 24th of 2021. And now you've got charges pending still for marijuana in both this county and the other. Ms. Shirley, what's your position on bond?
Please, ma'am. Please.
Basically, Your Honor, he has a history. I understand it's the holidays, he has a family, but he has had
No, ma'am.
over
Please.
2 years to comply. The bond, what is the bond currently set at? I don't have any file on this.
Deputy, what's the bond set? I couldn't find it in the file.
It says no bond set, see judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
So,
that's because he failed to appear several times in this case, multiple times.
Okay, how about if we just instead of doing something that he's going to lose the money on, And he says he will appear for the next one.
I pinky promise you, ma'am. I promise on everything.
Sir? Go ahead, Ms. Shirley.
Pizza Ranch is a small chain of it's really good. I don't know if you've been there, but they're very good. But they don't pay very much. If he would do 500 cash, then we would have it. We could apply to what he owes. That would go farther than contributing to the bondsman's Christmas. I think that that might be an appropriate way to do this. If he can come up with the 500 cash, that puts him back on the job. But it keeps us on track.
How about that, sir? A $500 cash bond, and you get to either keep the cash or apply it to your case next time.
So what does that mean? So I can't get out?
If you come up with 500 cash.
Okay, ma'am, but I'm gonna lose my job by that time.
So what are you saying? You don't have 500 cash? You don't have anybody you
No,
can borrow from?
no, ma'am, not until I get out and able to get back to work and get this paycheck. But I promise, ma'am, I'm not lying. I'm trying my best. I will show up. I have a ride set up to bring me to Greenwood in person. Can I please have an OR so I do not lose my job and my family?
Well, sir, my problem is every time I cave in to the pleading and the begging, I get stood up, and then everybody looks at me like, why would you fall for that in the first place?
Ma'am, I promise. I'm not trying to cut you off, so I'm sorry. Are you done?
Mhm.
Ma'am, I put it on my wife and kids. Like, I'm not gonna fail. I'm not trying to lose them and have them homeless. I'm trying my best, ma'am. Please. Can I please be OR so I don't miss court and I can get back to work? Please, Miss Shirley, Miss Marianne, you too, please.
Okay, how long have you been in custody?
And since last Thursday, ma'am. That's what I'm saying. It was the start of the pay period. So I'm the longer I'm here is more I'm losing out on this size of check I'm supposed to be getting. So
Can you set that? Can you set that any earlier than Tuesday? Can you set it sometime this week, maybe?
like I promise I'll be back.
Please. Thank you. Missy, I don't know if you heard me, but is there any way you could put him on any kind of, I know the county attorney's tied up this week. Is there any way we can squeeze that in somewhere?
I don't know what Mr. schedule's like because he's in the jury trial.
Oh, Mr. Paul's in the jury trial with Ms. Gillette.
And the only day, Friday, but we've got a preliminary hearing in the morning and a couple in the afternoon.
Well, I doubt that jury trial will be over by Friday if it goes like the prelim did. Well, Mr. Wallach, I'm going to have to leave this on December 19th at 3:30. And I just cannot, sir, I
Please,
cannot.
ma'am, I'm begging you.
I appreciate that and I want to help you, but I just,
Ma'am,
track record is just too unreliable.
I will prove to you this time. I promise. I'm gonna lose my job. Please, please, please.
How long have you had this job?
Since I've been out this last time. How
long have you been out? I don't know how long you've been out.
Since this last time, which was during the summer I got out.
Where'd you get out? Were you talking about when you got out?
From you guys, yes, ma'am. Like I've been
got out, but then you got out and you never came back and you never paid and you never did anything.
because maybe you guys I was in the understanding of that I was waiting to my next court date to know. And I have a drug evaluation set up and everything. Please, ma'am.
Did you ever do the drug and alcohol evaluation? Strike that, say that to your attorney. Sir, I've told you the best I'm gonna do. If you can make
Okay, so
$500 cash bond, I'll let you out, or the existing cash for surety, professional surety bond, but
I got a question.
I just can't trust you, sir. I'm
No,
sorry.
I have a question, ma'am.
One
Can it
last
be-
question, and then we're gonna let you go because others are waiting too. Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Can you bring it down to at least 300 so it's easier and I raise my chances of being able to get him up at that so I can get out for a walk and not lose it?
Miss Shirley?
Your Honor, that's fine. It's Christmas, but no more
Thank you,
breaks.
ma'am.
If he
Yes,
gets
ma'am.
picked up again, he's staying all the way through.
Yes, ma'am, and I agree with that.
Okay.
Now, you're gonna have to be back here in person, since this is the kind of hearing it is, and you're the flight risk you are. You need to get that driver you told me about to have you here at the courthouse.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you guys so much. I mean, I would prefer a walk. It would be easier, and I probably won't be able to come up with the 300 until
You better
Friday. But
You better take the 300 and run because
yes,
it's
ma'am. Yes,
kind
ma'am.
of a Christmas miracle that you've got that, and I don't think any of us can be very happy if we go through this again.
No, ma'am. Thank you. It's really, really appreciated. Thank you.
All right, prove it to us with your conduct by reappearing.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
contact Mr. Paul. You may go, sir.
Judge, what was that bond?
300 cash.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
We're on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Daniel Brisboy, 232521. And Detective, your name for the record, please.
Detective Devin Geiger, Wyandotte Police Department.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, thank you. All right, and you may proceed on the warrant.
On December 10th, 2023, approximately 2100 hours, officers John Ames and Austin Sloan responded to the area of 6th Street in Oak. Reports of a suspicious male running in the street and potentially falling. They were sent there on a welfare check on this individual. They were advised that the male was wearing a black and white striped jacket and tan pants and doing push-ups in the street and running up and down the street. He's also carrying a duffel bag. They arrived and located this individual, matching his description, sitting next to a bunch of wooden people on our side of the street. They approached the male and he verbally identified himself as Daniel Brisboy. He appeared to be under the influence of an unknown substance. He's having difficulty speaking. He seemed emotional. Mr. Brisboy stated that he needed medical attention, which police officers then dispatched the paramedics to the scene. While speaking with Mr. Brisboy, Officer Ames asked if he could have consent to search his person. It is reported that Mr. Brisboy then granted consent by shaking his head in the affirmative. Officer Ames then located what he felt like a package in his coin pocket and removed the object, which is that he identified as a bundle of potential cocaine or fentanyl. They asked Mr. Brisboy what it was, and he confirmed it was fentanyl. This package was field tested positive for fentanyl. Mr. Brisboy was then arrested and taken to the Wyandotte Police Department.
All right, upon examination of complaining witness, I find the offense charge committed with probable cause to believe the defendant committed the offense. Counsel, your appearance, please.
Attorney Corey Westmoreland, appearing on behalf of Mr. Brisboy. Mr. Brisboy, would you please state your name for the record?
Daniel Brisboy.
I'm sorry, that's a little muffled. Can you try that again?
Daniel Brisboy.
All right, and counsel as to the arraignment.
At this time, Judge, we're prepared to waive a formal reading. My client stands mute.
The court's going to enter plea of not guilty on your behalf. Schedule this matter for probable cause conference on December 21st at 8:40 in the morning. The court has also signed your request for court-appointed attorney for felony matters. And counsel as to bond.
Yes, Your Honor, I would like you to know that my client lives in Woodhaven. He has no other pending matters at this time. He's not currently on probation or parole. He is looking to get himself checked into inpatient rehab. And after speaking with him at length this morning, he did assure me that he would be appearing at all future court dates. So I just respectfully request all that be taken into account when assessing a bond.
Okay, Mr. Brisboy, why is your name familiar? Have you been here before?
A while ago, Mr. The other judge, but I was there, but not with you, ma'am.
Okay. Have you been here for any other matters, landlord, tenant, or otherwise?
No, ma'am.
And you're not working?
Not at the moment.
Okay, how many moments have you not been working?
Pardon me?
how many moments has it been that you have not been working?
It's only been a couple weeks.
Where were you last working?
Weather guard windows.
Where?
Weather guard windows.
Have you ever failed to appear in court for any reason?
Yes, I have, ma'am.
And are those matters still pending, or did you take care of those?
I took care of them.
All right, Detective, would you like to address bond?
Yes, Your Honor. Just the circumstances of this, for this case, we would request a bond to assure his presence in court. We request at least 5,010%. Reason being, for reasons unknown, the prosecutor's office neglected to add an additional matter to this, which is, it appears that Mr. Brisboy's got a minimum 4 previous felony convictions, which would make him an habitual offender 4. He also has what appears to be 2 outstanding warrants for his arrest. One out of Lincoln Park, it looks like it was issued in 2017. And then another one out of Taylor, issued appears to be in 2020. He's got a Woodhaven address, so at this point, we just don't want to assure his presence in court. And the fact that he's these 2 outstanding matters, he's a potential flight risk.
Okay. So what is that, sir? Sir, what was that?
I said that the guy don't even know. How can he's reading some paperwork? That's all he's reading.
Sir, I need you to speak directly into the microphone,
I didn't say
because I'm
nothing.
having a hard time understanding you. And what was that?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing.
Oh, I heard some words out of your mouth. All right. Based upon all of that, the pending matters, and that there's prior felonies for similar convictions as well.
They're not similar conviction. This is my first drug offense. I have no similar convictions on drug prior offenses.
Let me clarify. When I say similar convictions, I mean felony convictions, sir. So I am clarifying that. The court is going to order a $7,500 10% bond. The event you post bond, you're not to possess or consume alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. We'll see you back on December 21st. In the event you post bond, sir, just be aware that you are, sir?
Yeah.
In the event you post bond,
I'm not posting bond, just what's been going on with this. I want to go back to the south. Certainly.
Sir?
Yeah.
In the event bond is, in the event, can you please not interrupt? In the event bond is posted, you are to appear in person, not on Zoom. All right. Have a good day. Thank you.
Judge.
Create Creator on behalf of Mr. Williams as appointed court counsel, and we're here today stating that it's been set for jail review. Please state your name, sir.
McQuarrie Williams. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. And are those prescription sunglasses, sir?
No.
Okay. Can you remove your sunglasses, please? Thank you. All right. So today's the date scheduled for a probation jail review. And on September 13th, Mr. Williams was sentenced to 45 days jail as a result of his plea to trespassing. That was the sentence of the court. And one of the conditions was for you to clear up your warrants, which you did. And you only had 1 left. But today you're back in warrant status for all the previous charges.
We can try to explain that, Your Honor.
Okay.
That's what I was doing over in probation department. I was speaking to Ms. Stein, the probation officer there. And as you can see from the file, there should be something there dated today, correct? From Ms. Stein, recording what she just told us on the record.
Yeah, there's 2 things in here, and one of which even shows the old thing that shows all the warrants that were cleared.
Okay. My client brought me today two payments and closeouts from the 36th District Court and the 44th District Court, that being Royal Oak, the other one, 36th District, Detroit. Was there a third warrant now in Park, sir? So is that, in your understanding, you cleared up your warrants? So
When did you do that, sir?
I have receipts, Your Honor. Court officer wants to show them to the court.
I'll take a look at those.
Your Honor, just in addition, he does hold some more fines in the Royal Oak and 44th District. He's got a payment code. Is that correct, sir? Sure.
Okay, so, let's see here. Okay, well, this is, and I see the receipt, it also looks as though it's number, or docket number TI 02069. That isn't showing any further as a warrant. What I don't understand, sir, is you had all these warrants cleared. And then about a month after you were here in court, you didn't do what you're supposed to do and they all hit your record again.
Was that because one paid balances?
Yeah, I was on the pay plan, and I think I made a partial payment on one of my payments.
What attempts were those, sir? Because all these warrants went back into effect October 26th of 23 for the 36th District Court.
Were you there yesterday, sir? What did they
Yes,
tell you?
the council, he paid $100 on one case. So perhaps that case they removed from the warrant status. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that are all back in effect.
For which court? Your Honor?
36th District.
Okay.
The 44th is not showing on here, so you cleared that one.
Your Honor, having practiced in that court many, many years, at times they are not as current as they should be. Sometimes things are misplaced. Sometimes things aren't recorded till afterward. I would submit my client's here to tell you that he's doing the best he can. I mean, if there's other things that he has to clear up, they probably should have let him know yesterday.
Counsel, I'm not putting this on the 36th District Court. I'm putting this on your client. It's square on his shoulders. He had all of these warrants cleared up when he was in court in September. Didn't you?
And then, legal arraignment, yes.
Okay. Did you appear for the arraignments?
But it was rescheduled.
For when?
I'm not sure exactly.
This is the first time.
So did you,
But I entered a payment agreement with them, so I was supposed to pay $250 per month. I couldn't pay the $250, I paid $100. And I cleared up all the fines here, which was almost $1,700. So I couldn't pay the Detroit fines, so I need to do one thing at a time.
hold on, sir. You didn't did you make a payment in November for 36th District?
I don't recall that exact date, time.
Well, you must not have made your October payment either because these warrants all went back into effect in October. And you paid how much here?
Yes, I got paid $160 total between Detroit and,
No, you said here, you paid $1,700 here or something.
yes, ma'am.
I showed this was $675.
I had to also pay $500 for each vehicle that was took.
Okay, that wasn't here to the court.
I'm sorry. My file was
And you work, correct?
actually be a Social Security. Self-employed, that's how I closed mine.
We can't close it out today. Please give my client another chance to go clear up his matters in 36th District Court. He has nothing else pending, he tells me. He's not on probation.
No, because based upon his criminal history, he's not a candidate for probation. That's why the court did the 45 days jail and then suspended it. Give your client an opportunity. And some of these more, okay, so, and counsel, I mean, this is an accurate, lien because it shows that the 44th District Court, that shows that warrant, and now that's not in there, right? So this is all accurate. And
Of course, my client understands it's in the discretion of the court, but the nature of the charge perhaps should warrant such a lengthy jail term.
you don't think illegal entry should, I mean, it was
Wait,
amended to
trespass.
trespass,
Right.
yes.
But that, again, that's the discretion of the court, but my client's here to tell you that he has nothing else going on except what you've heard. I don't believe it's a danger to the community. So allow it to remain out on bond, and it'll go down to the 36th District Court. It won't leave until the cases are cleared to him. Is that correct, sir?
Correct.
You're not working the Fox Theater anymore?
No, I lost this out there.
And who else do you live with, sir?
Jeremy James, roommate.
All right, what about your, child support warrant?
Child support one.
Yeah, you have child support that you haven't paid, correct?
I don't have child support.
I'm sorry?
No.
Well, let me see. No, this is not yours, sorry. Sir, you had, when you set up when you contacted the courts to take care of your warrants, some of those you had to set up payment plans and others you had to reappear in court, correct? And you did not reappear in court.
No, Your Honor.
Why did you not do that?
We had a death in the family last month.
That's last month. That's last month, November. These warrants went back into effect in October, sir. So that tells me that you had a court date sometime between September and October 26th.
It was in November, Your Honor. Called
No,
me.
sir, they wouldn't have issued the warrants before your court date.
Sorry, I don't have the exact dates. It's happened. A lot of issues going on. Mr. Court, we scheduled it. I made a payment. Showed my face down there. I wasn't hiding. I wasn't trying to dodge the matter. Just had an issue.
Sir, these need to be your priority issues. There's going to always be issues coming up. These need to be your priority issues. I'm going to give you 45 days to get them all cleared back up again, sir. If they're not, then my hands are tied.
I didn't hear the court list. Your answer is what?
Then my hands are tied.
Oh. As far as you're trying to get jailed, you understand?
Yes,
Can I ask a question, Your Honor?
yes.
Have anything, these matters doesn't have anything to do with it. Reason I'm here, right, correct? As far as trespass.
The warrants? What do you mean? They don't have anything to do with why you're here? What does that mean?
Like they are driving, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct. So, sir, let me just clarify. I think I know where you're going with this, but go ahead. I'll let you ask your question and then I'll clarify.
And the main reason I was out here was to retrieve my vehicles. And I was told by you guys, I told you I gotta have an address to receive the vehicle. I was not trespassing, Your Honor. Looked online, found a vacant property just to receive my vehicle and go home. I was not trespassing, I was not stealing, I was not breaking and entering. That's why I don't understand how this matter has cost me so much time and money. And I don't really understand it, but I'm here today, still trying to get this dismissed.
So, per the police report, you were in a garage that didn't belong to you.
That was open, yes. This was,
Right.
sun was out, I couldn't see that day, and I was waiting on my vehicle to get picked up. Standing up, I wasn't doing anything.
Sir, so you have to go pick up, you have to have an address to take your vehicle to.
That's what they said.
So you picked an address, you went online, picked a vacant address.
Called the realtor. Yes, I did.
Okay,
And at the time, I was actually looking for a new place. So probably I was actually looking for a new place at the time. So there was no illegitimate reason for me doing anything. I just was waiting on my vehicle, While I was out here waiting, I was looking for a property. I called the realtor, and the guy came and said, "Hey, in my garage. It's online for sale."
How did you, yeah, but sir, it wasn't your property to be at. You didn't have permission to be at that property, did you?
It was online for sale. I spoke to the realtor as I was.
Did you own the property?
No.
Did you have permission to be at the property?
Through the phone conversation with the realtor, yes, he said I can view the property. He said I can view the property. I said, I'm walking around right now. Is it okay if I view this property?
Did he give you the key in the lockbox?
No, man.
Okay, so that meant you could view the property walking around.
That's it. That's all I did. I didn't take anything. The garage door was open.
Sir, how did your vehicle end up at the tow yard?
Someone was driving my vehicle, dropping someone off that stayed out here. I wasn't even driving my vehicle. I was at home sleeping when this man happened, all right? I wake up, you got to get your vehicle out of the impound. Come out here to get my vehicle out of the impound. The other vehicle I was driving, you guys take that vehicle as well.
Sir, you're saying you guys, the court has nothing to do with that.
I mean, the city of Wayne.
And Your Honor, I don't see the benefit of rehashing the facts when there's already been a plea entered.
But sir, you already have an address in Detroit. Why wasn't that address good enough?
I guess for convenience to the tow company, a closer address. So I just figured I'd give them a closer address that was 5 minutes from where the vehicle was towed to. Because after spending all the money getting my vehicle out, I actually didn't have any extra money to get it towed to my house, to be honest with you. Because it was inconvenience of money that was unexpected for me to pay for $500, $600. I'm disabled, Your Honor. Yes, I partially work self-employed, but I'm not making that kind of money to be paying for $1,700 fines in 1 month. Then again, I lost my job. My dogs died while I was in here locked up.
Sir, you pled guilty to trespass.
True.
This court sentenced you within its judicial discretion based upon your criminal history and your pending warrants. I didn't sentence you to probation. I didn't think you were a candidate for probation. As a condition of this court suspending your jail sentence and not sending you to jail, the court, which in essence gave you an opportunity to stay out of jail, the court put certain conditions in place, one of which was to clear up your warrants. It doesn't do you any good for you to have these continued warrants. And with jail hanging over your head as a way to get those warrants cleared up, you did that. And then you stopped and the warrants were entered again. So I'm going to give you one last opportunity, sir, to clear the warrants and keep them cleared. What I'm doing is a benefit for you through and through. So I'm not sure why you're questioning all that,
I
actually.
just wanted to just review the situation.
Your Honor, the court got a date in mind, 45 days from now?
February 14th. I'm sorry? What was that?
I was saying, I think I've been here like 6 to 7 times for this marriage.
Well, sir, had you not gone back into warrant status on those matters, they could have been done today.
You have to make this priority one because you're not gonna do anybody any good if you're sitting in jail, you understand? All right. What time are you on?
10:30 a.m.
Did your time?
Thank you.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
You have got to be kidding me. What is going on today? This is a joke. This is a joke. Today is an absolute joke. He needs an interpreter.
I need an interpreter when I cannot express myself sometimes.
Oh my God, sir, put that cigarette out. I don't give a crap that you are outside of this. What is wrong with everybody today? You know what, Miss Reed, we're going to start bringing people in person. People going to learn how to act in a courtroom.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Man,
Matt, can you hear me? No, I know. Okay. I have no patience for that. But trust me, out of the day, I'm sitting up here, I'm the one that needs the drink.